So here we are, guys. Unfortunately, I wish I had better news. We did just lose a pot, sadly, with kings against the ace-queen. I'll bring that in a minute. Let's just see here. This guy's been pretty tight, so I'm pretty happy to fold here, I think. Yeah. So, flop top set, he had the straight. Couldn't fill. Would have had 450,000, been close to the chip lead with only a few tables left in the big 162. I 3-bet, he called. I'm surprised he didn't chip pre. But just disappointing to have that flop. I mean, if it flops ace high, we probably don't lose our stack. If he flops a queen, he loses his stack. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't shove it in pre, because he was, he did start the hand with M 11, 10 and a half, sort of, so. But he's a bit of a fishy player. But I mean, you can't fault his play. It's just disappointing, that's all, to get this far and then have that happen. So, it just is what it is. Just have to drown our sorrows with some whiskey. But all in all, let's have a think about this. 5, 6, M6 and a half. 125 divided by 18. I'm going to fold now. I think against this guy in this spot, I would probably jam ace 10 and better. He is a little bit on the loose side. But having said that, he hasn't been opening too much. We do have M7, which is, I mean, we can still 3-bet and get some fold equity. The blinds are going up in 1 minute though, so you can see there's 52.5 up top. Next out gets 1.1k, and we are 21 of 21 of 23. And it's just disappointing to have this tournament run over 7 hours and have that king's hand happen at this point in time. Especially because I felt I had pretty good control on this table. It's a nice table to be at. There's only a couple of decent players. They're both sitting on our right. But as they say, that's poker. It's actually pretty good tournament to be this deep in, because as you can see, there's Mr. Tim Com, who is Steve Dwyer, or O'Dwyer, who's of course won some high roller tournaments, EPT high rollers and stuff. But there's no real, at least not that I can see, guns. I knew it's probably as close to gunnish as we have left. I mean, this guy's not bad here, and this guy and Fellini's good, but short. So I really liked our chances from this point. Had we won that pot and had half a mil. But hey, what am I saying? It's not over. We have the M6 stack now to work with. King Jack gets there like a G. Gone. Wow, Jackie Chan. It's definitely going to get raised. It's been raised every hand. And we actually have a pretty good stack here, because I think if these guys have anything and we jam, they're going to feel committed. If he's got an ace 4, you know, he's probably going to call. But he could have nothing, because he does steal very wide. but certainly nothing else to do. I think, I mean, flatting, yeah, I mean, you could flat, but you know, he's probably only got 1 over at best. So, I mean, you could flat, but it is kind of inviting trouble. Interesting that the big blind is actually come up as disconnected. It might have enticed the cutoff player to go and steal again. But in any case, I mean, we're just jamming in there. And he comes back and wakes up with a hand, and oh my god, could it be any worse? Could it get any worse? The player that was disconnected comes back and has us drawing almost dead. And flops us virtually dead. So that is how sometimes these Sundays go. Well, Monday morning now here. Full of promise in the morning, get some stacks, make some deep runs, and then you just end up with a cheap cigar and a bottle of whiskey at the end of it, drowning your sorrows. But having said that, let's have a look at some numbers today. See where we finished up here. So we won a little bit on full tilt, and was disappointing on the other sites. But of course, the bulk of the volume was on stars, as always. And it was really soft today, and I'm pretty disappointed in the end there. I had a deep run in, cashed in the 100 rebuy, the Sunday second chance, and those were big tourneys. Was busted about 50th, I think, in the second chance. Just got to win those key pots at the end, have things go your way. It's just the way it goes. So we were actually up almost 1,000 on stars. So after all that work, we made a few bucks. But better than a loss, I guess. Better than one of those horrid Sundays where you just brick everything and lose like 3,000 or 4,000. So live to fight another day. Have a drink. Go to the onsen. That's the Japanese hot spring. Relax. And see if we can muster up the strength to do it again tomorrow. Might be time for a day off. I feel I'm getting a little bit burnt out these days. I've had this little cold that's been lingering. And the sleeping pattern, yeah, is just not so good. Getting up at 12:30 or 1 a.m. to play tournaments for, as the case was today, 12 hours, and then have that happen. It's a little bit draining physically and mentally. So it is almost the end of the challenge. In fact, we only have a couple of days left. So I'm probably going to play one of those days, a few tournaments, just sort of take it easy, but sort of get some rest and then just do a light schedule to finish off. We are up, from what I can see, we're clear of the challenge. So from this point, it's, I would dare say, impossible to not have completed the challenge. So, I mean, the target of 40,000 in 2 months. So, that's good. That's a positive. You've got to be happy about that. Set that challenge and was really focused. Had a little bit of luck at times, but things like today could have gone our way, and we could have easily have added another 50 or 30,000 on top. So yeah, but we got there, and who knows, maybe we'll tack a little bit more on or get another good score in the next couple of days. But it won't be any huge scores because there won't be any big tourneys left. But there will be some super soft fields, as it is the Christmas break. So yeah, hopefully a few more points to add onto the scoreboard in the coming days, and then we'll wrap things up. So once again, this has been Acesup. See you next time.